So Scott, you've been with Sungrow since 2018. It's a long time. Like we're learning a lot today about how Sungrow put customer experience and after sales support like really up here. It's not just about landing product in Australia. You're building a team and resources in the country to properly support a product. Can you give us a bit more of an insight, I guess, in the transition and the change or the evolution with Sungrow and your after sales support team, and how do you sort of stay on top of maintaining compliance and being, I guess, the best point of contact for the customer and resolving issues?
Very good question. So, for Sungrow, for in particular for the support service team, today if you come into the office, you just say the one corner of the iceberg. So actually, we are a very big team. So one for the team, one is we have some engineers. They are in this office, and also we have another about 30 people. They are in Malaysia. So we are working together. Another thing is to compare to other not competitors, the companies. So we have a system, the service management system. So for example, if you want to buy some spare parts, you can log on Sungrow, the service website, to order the spare parts. If you want to lodge the warranty, if you want to get the payment, still you can use the system. So this is the two parts. One is very big team. We have many of people. Another one is we have a management system.
Okay. And how do you and the team sort of work with the installs on a day-to-day basis? Obviously, Young was telling us there's 500 to 800 calls a day happening here. How do you sort of try to maintain and build those relationships through these conversations? And I guess, are you guys pretty active in meeting the customers, traveling around? Obviously, Sungrow is very supportive of solar cutters. You come along to many of our events. What's your position, and how do you sort of treat the relationships in this industry?
The one is we have comprehensive channels to link to customers, such as we have hotline, we have online web chat, also Facebook and WhatsApp, these sort of channels. The second one is we are full in-house team. So, for in-house team, which means one is we can share some more confidential information to the team, and we can organize this routine training sessions to the team. But if this is a subcontractors, some information is very sensitive, it's confidential, we cannot share with them. And also for these subcontractors, they probably today they are doing this, tomorrow their boss will arrange the different, the job. Yeah. So to be honest, Sungrow tried subcontractors a couple years ago, probably around 3 or 4 years ago. But at that time, we got a big trouble. So one is these agents, these service agents, they are not very familiar with Sungrow products. And we tried to organize some trainings, but the problem is, as I mentioned, today it's agent A, but the second day, their boss could arrange the agent B. And another challenge is for them, for these agents, they don't want to learn. This is the real story. So I knew one agent. So Monday, Tuesday, they called Support Sungrow customers. And Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, their boss arranged this agent to sell, the fruits, oranges, apples, these fruits, for online grocery, the online shop.
Yeah, okay.
So that is ridiculous. So finally, we made the decision. So for this support team, for this technical support team, must be 100% in-house team.
Yeah, and they've all very well educated, like Young was sort of telling us as well.
Yes.
You compare it with other manufacturers within the industry. There's no one I know of like that's got a team as big as 50 with taking after sales support so seriously. Yes. There's more and more manufacturers coming into our industry, bringing product into the country. But if there's no one behind that, no one on the phone, online in these communities supporting the installer, everything's just going to go to the wayside. Like, I just think what you guys are doing and you're investing in the people really allows you to cement those relationships within the industry and I guess prove to the industry you're here for the long haul. I've been doing solar since 2012, and there's the amount of companies that started then that aren't trading now. Like it's ridiculous. So we want to make sure we give confidence to the installer, but ultimately the consumer, so they know they're making a great solution choosing Sungrow.
Yes, that's true. Yes.
Yeah.
So for us, we have some internal platforms we can monitor what's the like workload or sort of things. And for our staff, for our team members, we have KPI management system. So one is we will make sure all these employees they can provide high quality support to customers. The second one for us, for me, for Young, and for other managers, we will look at the workload. If the workload is very, at very high level, we will try to expand the team. So we have this forecast.
And so do you think you'll be investing a bit more in people, like continuing to evolve and to sort of support the products with all the new technologies and EV chargers and everything else you guys are doing? Is it your plan to continue to go down that path and invest in more people?
Yes, of course. For Sungrow, our business still going up. So like 2 years ago, probably 90% was solar system only. But since last year, probably 80% they are solar battery system.
Yeah.
But probably this year or in the future, solar battery EV chargers, including residential system, CNR system, we have too many.
It's a big evolution, and you need multiple people across multiple departments committed to the.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, well, it's really sort of fascinating. Like I sort of said, it really impresses me how much you are committing to it. The end of the day, like no one wants to be waiting on hold for 40 minutes, 50 minutes, an hour and longer. And that's happened time and time again. So your after sales support team is Monday to Saturday. You guys have got that Sungrow Facebook group, which is really good, which is essentially a 24-hour resource like our Solar Cutters Working Together page. You got the WhatsApp groups with the customers. Like you're doing everything. Like it's really impressive, and we see it, and we see staff answering questions and troubleshooting problems outside business hours. I don't think many of your competitors are doing that, and that's why, as an industry, that's why I guess Solar Cutters as well is so aligned with what Sungrow is offering. It's that constant cycle of supporting and troubleshooting and essentially resolving issues so we can have far superior customer experiences. The end customer right now, like they can be misled a lot of the time. They sell products, they get products installed that aren't fit for purpose. And I guess it's something important thing you guys are doing as a company is really promoting that educational sort of piece. And Young was mentioning it before, that a lot of that is happening with the pre-sale process and educating your retailers and installers. Like this has been properly designed. So I think that they're really important. Like it's really exciting to see what you guys are doing. And from our perspective, like it's a really strong partnership we've built with Sungrow, and we've got Sungrow partnering with our Solar Cutters roadshows throughout the year. On these forums, they're very active, and we want to make sure we've got answers for people. And you guys, ahead of many, are really responsive with that. And I think that's reflected, and I'm sure you'll see that reflected more and more as content like this comes out, so people can understand the effort your team is going to sort of support, reduce wait times, and improve uptimes of your products.
That's true, yes. So for Sungrow, we are long-term business. So in particular for Sungrow Australia, we started the business local branch from 2012. So this year is a 13 years anniversary. To compare to some new brands, I cannot say what will happen in the future, but for Sungrow, we already have 13 years old in Australia, and we don't have any plan to change our business. We will keep this business in this market, in this industrial renewable energy. And as you mentioned, we will expand the business segments from solar to solar battery and the solar battery EV chargers. So long-term business. So definitely we will keep this investment in this.
So many installers, they ask from time to time, like, and Sungrow's no different, like, what's going to make Sungrow stay in this Australian market? At the end of the day, we all know how competitive it is here. Margins might be less than a lot of other markets. What can you tell them that gives them the confidence that Sungrow is going to be around for another 13 years and even longer?
Yes, very good question. The one is the Sungrow history. So Sungrow Australia already has 13 years old, but for Sungrow Group, we established in 1997, so it's about 30 years old. So we are very confident we will keep going in this market. The second one is in Sungrow, in Australia, in this market, we are very healthy. So one is we have residential products, C&I products, and also we are developing utility projects as well. So it's a more comprehensive business. So for us, it's more sustainable. The third point is for Sungrow, we are the technical leader in this market. So we are changing Sungrow products. If today we are only doing solar, I think our business will go down. But our managing team in China, in headquarters, they will have some strategy
to innovate and to
Yeah,
evolve.
exactly.
Yeah, it's the same with the installers though. Like diversification is very important.
Yes.
Then people aren't just selling PV and inverters. Like it's ecosystems, it's batteries, it's EV chargers, it's everything. So yeah, it'd be remiss of Sungrow not to invest in other areas because we're in a very challenging market. So it's encouraging to hear.
So yeah, so now for today we can say Sungrow we have solar battery and EV chargers, but probably 5 years later, 10 years later, we could have different products. So for these new products, new business can keep Sungrow can always will be very active in the market.
Multiple levers and multiple segments throughout the industry to always, I guess, have that success. And it's been a pleasure talking to you, Scott. Like, it's been a pleasure getting to know your team. We're really excited about getting some of these, promoting some of this messaging to the industry. I don't think people appreciate the amount of work that you and your team do. I guess it's just even outside of the regular call center, your 6-day-a-week call center, through the online relationships, through the Facebook and the WhatsApp forums. You're really committing to the people in these relationships, and that's everything we stand for as a community, as an industry, and as a solar cutters. And it's been great fun, and we wish you all the success, and we'll see you on the road shows this year. Can't wait.
Excellent.
Thanks, Scott.
No problem.